Good afternoon, this is Connor from 0DTE Traders here to present our market minute for April 15th, 2024. It is 11:45 and the SPX is trading higher, up 0.2%, 251.34. Although we've seen quite a bit of volatility here thus far, with the SPX opening with a large gap to the upside, although that has been filled and we've seen a complete reversal, again back to a more neutral state of 0.2%. Now, it was bullish here this morning. We had vol contraction, VIX down 5-6%, and internals opened up in bullish territory. So it looked bullish at the open. We had a bit of a squeeze. We know there's squeeze dynamics, but once again, the market is mean reverting, and we actually shorted the open here. We had a setup as per our process, double cycle high. So this is considered a high probability short setup. When below the flip, and we were actually right at the flip of 51.65, which is our transitional strike. So shorted with a butterfly, looking for gap fill. Took profits here, and I still hold some exposure, in case we get some more downside. Now there was a buy setup. Our first buy setup of the day was that gap fill reversal, 5-minute cycle low. I did not take it. Nonetheless, it is materializing positively, and if vol gets sold again and we see VIX down 4, 5, 6%, we could be right back at the highs. So volatility is an exacerbating factor in both directions. And clearly there's a lot of uncertainty regarding geopolitics in the Middle East, hence why we're seeing kind of these swings in volatility, or why volatility is maintaining its bid with VIX at the 17 handle. So vol, exacerbating factor in both directions. Pay close attention to it. Now, something that gave us confirmation of our short trade, because once we put on a trade, we're always looking for confirming variables, right? What confirms, what denies. And one thing we were giving a lot of attention to, was the advanced decline line, which opened up in positive territory, plus 1,300. But what has been happening lately is we've been in this mean reversion regime. So the market opens up, it looks bullish, but we revert to a more neutral state. So we were actually looking for that turnaround back to a neutral state on the advanced decline line. And as soon as we saw it starting to tick lower, some of these red bars, it gave us confirmation that we may see that continued downside that we were expecting. This has played out on many occasions lately. Opened up positive reversion, opened up positive reversion, open up positive reversion. I mean, we've just seen this play out so many times, right? Because the market's been undergoing, a mean reversion market. You've seen this play out in the opposite direction as well. But the setup was short this morning. So that's the only trade I've taken thus far. I continue to hold downside exposure around 51.10. It's a butterfly, so this is my short strike. And then I got the long strike, so my profit zone is around that 51.10. Now, I don't buy and hope for a pin. As mentioned, we trade a process, and we are most certainly, or have booked profits into that first leg down. So if we're going to get continued downside, maybe hit the next target of 51.10, 5100, we need to break 51.25, and that opens the door to some more downside. Just to give you a different visual, the SPX gamma index is negative 610 million. Although we've seen quite a bit of whipsaw in this metric, as well, the SPX has been experiencing some whipsaw type action, huge moves to the upside, huge moves to the downside, but it is negative here today, and that transition zone is quite clear on a per strike basis. 51.65, which is the flip. Recall, that's where the market rejected this morning. All strikes above 51.65 are positive, which provides support for the market. Below 51.65, all strikes are negative, which is destabilizing. Now, that is the transition, but for the bulls to really regain control, to start to see some material positive gamma once again, bulls need to reclaim 5,200. So that has really been the line in the sand for a couple weeks now, and over the past 5 sessions, we spent a significant time trading below it. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. If you want to learn a process on how to form a directional bias, a view on volatility, how to time your entries and exits, and trade 0DTE like a professional, visit our website at 0DTEtraders.com. Best of luck out there today.